For those who don't know, this is Brookhaven, a very big game where you can get a lot of houses, and there are many cool things to do. But today I want to make Brookhaven 2, literally an upgraded version of Brookhaven. And to do that, I called a friend who's towing my car, but I don't understand why he's doing this. He said in the chat that it's better to tow the car because maybe you'll crash. And actually, that's true. I'll probably crash this car, but I don't think it's necessary. I said in the chat, don't you trust me with this car? And he said there, no! Guys, it looks like my car is just being towed, but I'm here inside it. It seems like I'm driving the car, but actually, no, the car is being towed, and I fell out of it. He wants me to come back, but I won't. I'm leaving here. I'll skip this part. Perfect. I managed to escape, but I flipped my car. He's coming back here, and now I'm starting to think he was right. I really would have crashed this car, and that's what happened. The car is literally flipped. He said in the chat, I told you. Not only that, but he really did say that. He said in the chat, first, I'll build new constructions here. And guys, it looks like he wants me to change and put other things here. Okay, I'll start here, modifying my Brookhaven, and put a lot of new things here. I'm thinking about what to place in this part because there's a lot you can put. Guys, I'm going to place exactly this item and leave it right here, like this part is being built. Perfect. It looks exactly like this. And guys, it's actually kind of interesting. I'm going to move a little to the side, and here below, I need some warnings for safety. Perfect. I placed exactly this one. I'll place it on this side too, to warn everyone passing by that there's construction in this area. Done. Now it looks really nice. And here, guys, there's going to be something being built here, because in the original Brookhaven, there's nothing special here, but in my version of Brookhaven, it's going to have exactly this. You can see that something is being built here, and it's really looking very nice. But this one I'm going to rotate, and you can see that my version of Brookhaven is starting to look really nice. It's like the game is being built, and many things here are changing. It's like a renovation. There are these warnings, so people know they shouldn't come here. I can also go up here, to the top floor. Perfect! I made it here. The only problem is that I can't rotate this, meaning this huge thing is a bit useless because it doesn't move. He said in the chat, put more, please. Okay, he wants me to put more, so I'm going to place a lot more things here in the game I'm making. Perfect! I placed exactly this item, which is for people to go up here, to this construction. Guys, this is my version of Brookhaven. It's actually looking nice. I won't lie. There's this car here in front that maybe I can drive. I'll try to drive it, and unfortunately, I can't. Actually, I can, but you can see it doesn't turn. It just goes forward. Here we have this part, where you can go up here, to the top floor, and there are also several building materials that are right here. But now I'm unsure about what else I should put. I said in the chat, what else should I add? He said in the chat, I don't know. You choose this time. And it seems like I'll have to choose what to put. But I'm looking at the Brookhaven map, and there's a lot that can be changed, but I think I'll change the water in Brookhaven and make it more realistic. Because for those who don't know, the water in Brookhaven is really beautiful. You can come here and even swim, but I want to make it look prettier. And I already know exactly what I'll do to make it more beautiful. He said in the chat, you can't change the water. Actually, I can, but to start this, I first have to put water in the game because my game doesn't have water. Perfect. I placed this water, which looks very nice, and also this other one, but now I'll have to change this water and make it look exactly like this. You can see that there's been a big difference, and now this water is much more beautiful. For those who don't know, this is the water in the game, just regular water, and this is the water in my game, which is much more beautiful than before. But I'm sure there must be a way to improve this and make it even prettier. The normal Brookhaven lake is exactly like this, but my Brookhaven looks like this. It really changed a lot, but I'll try to improve this and make it even better. First, I'll take this and change the lights in the game. I put this one, which is more realistic. There's just one problem. Brookhaven looks really weird with these lights. It really looks strange, so I'll try to improve this. But I couldn't. Some places look nice, and others look hideous, so I'll have to go back to normal, which is exactly this. He said in the chat, it didn't work, and what else are you going to add to your game? There's a lot I want to add, but I want to start here with the new cars in the game. Because guys, Brookhaven has several interesting cars, but I want my game to have different cars, really different ones. Perfect. I placed exactly this one. I also got these three. I'll place this one right here. This other one will stay in this part, and the last car I'll leave here. But guys, coming here to drive them, you can see that they're really fast. They have a lot of speed, and for sure they're going to be very good for this version of Brookhaven that I'm making. I'm going to test this other car to see if it's also good. Guys, getting in it, you can see that it's also very fast, but I want to test the police car here. I'm getting in to drive it, and you can see that this is the fastest of all. It really has a lot of speed. It's a very good car. I got these three cars too. I'll leave one right here, the other I'll place here, and the last one I'll leave at this house, and it looks perfect. And guys, for those who don't know, coming here, I can drive this car, and it's perfect. It's a car that can even go up mountains. I can go wherever I want. Guys, I placed this other car. I'll leave the next one right here. But guys, for those who don't know, here in Brookhaven, if I come to the front and grab exactly this van, it's exactly like this, just a regular van, but I'm going to redo this van and put a new Brookhaven van in my game. He said in the chat, seriously? Is there another van? Yes, there is, and it's exactly this one. You can see that this one is much more beautiful and also much more realistic and even faster. But guys, I'm coming here because I want to test all the cars I placed. So to do that, I'm coming here to the front, to the campsite. I want to see if I can go through the water. Well, I really can. I thought maybe the car wouldn't pass, but it did, and now I'm getting here to test this car. You can see that it's very beautiful, and driving it really works, and it's even fast. I can also come here to the front. Unfortunately, I can't go up, but it can even go up this mountain in the game, which is a very hard mountain to climb, but this car made it. Perfect! I got here, and now I fell. But guys, I'm looking at Brookhaven. What else should I add to the game? Because there's a lot that can be changed, but I already know exactly what I'm going to do. He asked in the chat, are you going to add trains? Yes, exactly. In my Brookhaven, there will be trains that you can ride around the city. Perfect! I placed exactly this one, and you can see that in the game there's a giant train track that goes through the whole game. It even comes to this part. Actually, I changed the train track. Now it ends right here, which I think looks much better. I just placed this item, and coming here to test this train, you can see that it really works very well. I can come here to the front, and it will even make the turn. You can see it turning here, and the train is working very well. I can also come here and open exactly these doors, and it really works. I can also speed up a lot, and now I'm coming here to the front, and it didn't go too well. Actually, there was an accident. I don't know where the train is going. It's accelerating too much. I just broke the train. Oh my god! It's coming there in the front. I don't know what's going to happen. And it broke! Guys, the train is really broken. I think it didn't go too well. He's laughing in the chat and said, you should have put this one. Guys, I didn't understand what he said, but he got here in front. I think he's talking about this pole, because this pole, for those who don't know, in Brookhaven, is very simple. It's really very simple, but I can change this and make it much more beautiful, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete these and place exactly this one. Now I'm going to have to place them on the ground, and I'll have to leave them exactly in the middle. Now, guys, I'm sure this looks much better, and it's working perfectly. You can see that the signal is really working. This one is green, while this one is red, and there are even cameras here so that if you pass the red light, you'll get fined. And guys, there's a sign right here, and also a button that you can press here. I don't know if it changes anything, but I'll keep pressing it just to see if something happens, and it seems like the signal turned red. So this time, I'm going to press this other button. I'm pressing it here, and now this signal turned red, meaning these buttons really work, and if I press them, basically the signal turns red. Guys, this is very interesting, but there's another thing I want to add. For those who don't know, in this game I'm in now, I can't run, but in Brookhaven, I can run a lot, so I want to add an option to run in my game. He said in the chat, also add new things. I don't know what, you decide. It seems like he wants me to add new things, but he doesn't know what. Guys, I'll think about what I'm going to add. Perfect! Guys, now I can simply run, which is perfect, and I can run a lot, wherever I want. I can also grab my car here and come to the water. But guys, there's another thing I want to add to the game, which is a new sky, because in the original Brookhaven, the sky is exactly like this, but I want to make it more beautiful by adding something more realistic. So I'm going to add exactly this, and I'm not sure if it looks very good. He said in the chat, it's ugly. Okay, I'll see if there's a better sky to add. Guys, there's this other one, which is also very beautiful, and also this one, which is really nice. You can see that a lot has changed here in Brookhaven. It really looks much better, but I want to change this part because I think this signal is too low, and if a truck passes here, maybe it will hit this part, so I'm going to move it higher. Right here, I think maybe at this height, it will be interesting and look quite like the Brookhaven signal height. Now, guys, this looks much better than before. The cameras are still here, but there's one thing I really want to add. For those who don't know, here in front, we have the horse stable. I'll have to grab the police car to get here in the front. You can see that it's exactly like this, but it's very simple, and I already know what I'm going to do. In the older version of Brookhaven, a lot of things were different. The beginning of the game was exactly like this, and also coming here to the front, there wasn't the horse stable, because actually it was right here, and there are things in it that are not in the current Brookhaven, like this building, and also this thing. These things were removed, and they are no longer here in the horse stable. So I'm going to grab this and add it back to the game. Perfect! I'm going to place this exactly here, and now it looks much better than before. It really changed a lot, and this building is very beautiful, but there's a bug, so I'm going to have to remove this, and done! Now it looks much better. We have this Brookhaven restaurant, which I'm going to copy, and I'll place it about here. Perfect! Now this looks much better than before. It really looks very beautiful. This restaurant, for those who don't know, used to be in Brookhaven, but it was removed, and they placed them all here. He said in the chat, I already knew that, but now, make the game more realistic, please. Okay, he wants me to make the game more realistic, and I already know exactly what I'm going to do. Guys, I can leave the game exactly like this. It really looks very beautiful, or maybe like this. It also looks very beautiful, but I don't know which one I'm going to choose. He said in the chat that the first one is very good. Okay, so he wants the first one, which is exactly this. Guys, I'm going to leave it like this because it looks very beautiful, and it really improved the game a lot. Guys, the waterfall in Brookhaven is exactly like this, but I want to change this and place exactly this one, so I'm going to place this waterfall right here. I'm sure now it's much more beautiful than before. I'll just shrink this part, and now it really looks very beautiful. Guys, you can see that this really looks very beautiful, much better than before. Guys, I'm here in my game. He arrived here and said, wow, really, this game is just so beautiful, and there's so much to do here. But I'm going back here because I want to grab the van I placed to test if it's excellent, and you can see that it works very well, but unfortunately he can't come here. It's impossible. But guys, I'm going to grab this car because it fits more people, because, guys, I want more people to come here in the game to test the game with me. Guys, there are 2 players coming here in my car. Now guys, I'm going here to the front because I want to test the train to see if it really works. So I'm going going up here. Now I'm going to go down exactly at this part, and I'm going to drive the train here. Okay, I'm getting in here, and guys, there are many people here. But now I'm going to the front. I'm starting to drive the train here, but I'm arriving at the restaurant, and it's the first place we're going to visit. I'm going to stop right here. Now, guys, we're getting out here to see the restaurant. You can see that it's very beautiful. But now, guys, I'm already going back to the train. Alright, now I'm going to the front, but I realize that the train is bugged. Guys, I'm getting to the front, but the train bugged again. You can see that it's very bugged. I can't move forward here anymore because the train broke. But now, the train came back here to the front, and again, it broke. I don't know how this happened, but the train is very bugged. It's going back here, and it's very weird. And guys, if you want to add me here on Roblox, just click the member button, and I'll add you here on Roblox.